What up, what up, what up?
Oh, thank God I can hear you. Okay, good.
Okay, and Anne's coming back. She is restarting her computer and then coming back, so she will be here in a minute.
Sorry, you guys. That was totally my bad.
It's all good. The good thing is we don't know enough to know what the fuck was going on, so.
Honestly, though, it's just so funny. I'm like, had this all going earlier, but I think I had 2 different codes from my phone Zoom and my computer Zoom. So I think I copied maybe the wrong one, but I'm not sure.
Okay. It's all good.
Hi.
Hey.
Yay,
Anne?
sorry for the technical difficulties.
It feels like that's always the case right now, right?
It is, honestly, and it's funny because I was using this so much earlier, like in the year, that I stopped halfway through, and now I'm so helpless when it comes to technology. So when that stuff happens, I'm like, let me just unplug it and replug it. Let's see if that works. So thanks for bearing with me. I appreciate it.
Do you have your braids in right now, Em?
Yeah. Oh, hey.
I have one little braid.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Braid gang. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect.
That's awesome.
Let me see if anyone else reached out about class. Otherwise, I think we'll just get started. I have 2 like pillows from my bed, a folded up blanket, like I don't know, not really a thick one, but just like a couple inches worth. I also have 2 blocks. You don't necessarily need all of these things, but it's nice and it'll help you feel a little bit more supported. So if you need to take a moment to grab any of that. I also did grab like a towel or something to grip with. Perfect, yes. That's not necessarily either, but it'll help if it feels right. Let me just take a peek here and see if I can get my shit together for anyone else, you guys, and then we'll get rolling. All right.
How's Colorado treating you?
It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, the fires were one thing right off the bat. Now COVID and not being able to really go anywhere and make friends is kind of
shitty.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's good bonding time with Steven.
It has been, and he works upstairs most of the day, so I just end up doing my yoga downstairs most of the day, which is cool. And by the time we come together at the end of the night, it's like, perfect, we had a whole work day away from each other. Don't mind me.
Just enough time to be healthy, right?
Yeah, and then I go to bed hella early, so.
I go to bed hella early too. Rusty and I are by like 9 o'clock. Okay, Lou.
I love going to bed early now. I love it. I love it. Okay, since I think you guys are the VIPs tonight who got the special real live link, let's just get started. Let's see here. We are going to get started seated. So if you have like a blanket or a pillow to sit on, just to lift your hips up a little bit more, will make sitting feel just a little bit better.
You gonna sit right there, Louie?
Right, and I'm gonna leave you guys on since it's just you two, and if you guys have questions or whatever, just shout out. Just shout out to the DJ. All right. So sitting on something that just gives us a little bit of lift and then coming into a comfortable seat, we're just going to do a few 2 breath exercises to get us grounded in practice. I am really bad at restorative yoga. I love power yoga all the way. So I push myself to teach it so I can push myself to do it. If at any time you feel like I'm moving too fast and you want to stay in a posture longer, please stay there. And if any time you want to get out of a posture, maybe just a little, that's okay too. So just listen to your body first and foremost. I'm a guide. I hope I guide you to the best of my ability. I also hope to keep you safe to the best of my ability. So also know what's for you and what isn't for you. And if you just want to lay on your mat in child's pose the whole time, that's perfect too. So don't feel obligated or attached to doing what I offer up. So now that is said, come to that nice comfortable seat. Find your seat underneath you by kind of rocking side to side. Maybe even like a little front to back. You'll start to feel those two pointy bones on your seat pressed into the mat below you. Start to bring your shoulders back over those two pointy spots and come to find stillness with a nice tall spine. As you arrive to this practice, I invite you to close your eyes if it feels safe. Otherwise, you can just allow your lids to go a little bit heavy and fix your gaze on something directly in view. So as we come into this practice, take a nice deep breath into your nose, filling up your belly. Inhale. And a big open mouth exhale, let it all. Good, another one just like that, cleansing breath in. Big open mouth, exhale out. Taking a moment here just to relax those shoulders a little bit more down your spine from your ears, elongating your neck, finding space. On your next inhale, fill up through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Just controlling the breath, coming in at a 4 count. So inhale, filling up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your nose with control. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one just like that. Inhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now on this next round, as you inhale, take a nice full breath into your belly. Feel your chest and your shoulders rise at the top. Once you've drunk in enough oxygen, hold your breath at the top for 3, 2, 1. Open mouth exhale, nice and controlled for 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're holding our breath at the top. Nice control, inhale through your nose, fill up your belly, take a nice big inhale. Nice controlled hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth with control for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. One more round just like that. In your nose, take a big breath. Hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Open mouth exhale with control. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Nice cleansing breath now. Take an inhale through your nose. Open mouth exhale, sigh it out, make a sound. One more just like that. Inhale through your nose, fill up your belly. Open mouth exhale. Next offering of a breath practice is going to be alternate breath nostril breathing. So you're going to inhale going in through one nostril. You're going to close off that nostril, exhale through the opposite nostril. Take an inhale through that nostril, exhale out. We use our fingers to help control the flow of air. So with your pointer finger and your middle finger, you're going to place it right between your eyebrows, maybe just like a little bit right above. This is going to help support you. Your thumb is going to help close your nostril, and your ring finger and your pinky finger are going to help close your nostril. So with your finger doesn't have to rest on your head if you don't like that. It just helps make it a little bit easier. So inhale, take a deep breath through both nostrils. Exhale through your mouth. Close off your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through your left. Close off your left with your ring finger. Off. Exhale with through your right. Let go of your thumb. Inhale through your right nostril. Fill up. Close with your thumb. Exhale with your left nostril. Inhale through your left nostril. Close off. Exhale through your right nostril. Good. Find a little rhythm that feels right for you. Just taking the time, focusing on closing off that opposite nostril. Inhaling. And closing off and exhaling to the opposite. If your eyes are open, that's totally fine. Offering to soften your gaze, close your eyes here as you find this rhythm with opposite nostril breathing. I always get confused and end up breathing 3 times through one side or whatever. So just feel like you can mess up, but come back to your practice. A couple more rounds here of opposite nostril breathing. Inhale through that one side. Close off. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale. Close off. Exhale to the opposite. Good. Last full round here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, opposite side. Good. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, opposite side. Good. Release your hand from your face. Allow your palm to find your knee. Take a big inhale through your nose. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, draw your shoulders together and down your spine behind you. Perfect. A little bit of breath to get us grounded and comfortable. Moving your props to the side, come to find your resting posture, offering up supported child's pose. So if that sounds like it's calling to you, bring your big toes to touch. I like to bring my knees as wide as feels comfortable on my mat, usually to the outside edges. Take your pile of pillows, pull them directly between your thighs, walk your hands up towards the top of your mat. Slowly allow your belly and your chest to drape over your mat. Fingertips can walk forward, forearms rest on your mat. Your chin can rest on your stacked pillows, or I like to release one cheek to the side. Just arriving after your breath practice. Maybe feeling a little bit of buzz from press, circulation of energy. Into our northwest posture for restorative yoga. Finding safety and slowing down is always hard. There's a fight or flight thought in us that thinks that we have to keep moving, or what is my next stop? But for now, allowing your body to be supported by the stack of pillows, by the mat, by the floor. Allowing your gaze to go heavy, or closing your eyes. Taking your time to connect with that breath. Allow your inhales to be nice and long. And your exhales matching the length of your inhales. If at any time you need to make an adjustment, please do. If there's any muscles in your legs, your shoulders, your arms, your face that you can relax. Take that moment to let go and release. If your neck is feeling sore, feel free to switch sides. You're definitely not stuck to one side. And allowing gravity to let those hips fall closer towards your heels. Allow the chatter in your mind to slowly stop. Bringing your awareness to the sensations inside of your body, what they're trying to tell you as you move gracefully through class. And just the awareness of your inhales and the expansion they find in your body. And your exhale, you let go a little bit deeper into your pose and into your practice. If you haven't reversed the cheek that you're on, please do so now, just to find a little evenness in your neck. Take a nice big inhale, fill up your belly, feel it press into the pillows. Big open mouth exhale, let it all go. On your next inhale, slowly walk your palms up, pressing yourself up and away, setting a pile of pillows off to the side. Coming to bring yourself totally on your belly and your palms underneath your shoulders. Your chin or your forehead can come to rest on the mat. I like letting my forehead rest on the mat so I can nice space in the back of my neck. So whatever feels good on your body. Palms rest underneath your shoulders. The tops of your feet rest on top of the mat. With your inhale, lift that forehead off the mat and use your back muscles to slightly lift your shoulders up. Gaze is still on the mat below you. As you exhale, slow with control, release that chin or forehead back to your mat. Finding a little rhythm with your inhales. With every inhale, using your back muscles to peel yourself up, little baby cobras. Using those back muscles entirely for the lift, little to no weight in these hands. As you exhale, slowly releasing down, chin or forehead back to rest in the mat. Taking your time between poses if you want to find stillness. With every inhale, think about growing just a little bit taller in that cobra. Gaze can still stay on the mat below you, just so you're not craning that neck up to see. Inhale, lifting up, pulling that chest forward to the top of the mat. Your palms are pressing into the mat and dragging down towards your hips as if you're on a skateboard. So if you're on a skateboard and you can kind of push yourself on your belly, imagine that feeling in your palms, just kind of dragging those shoulders down your spine with that lift. Exhale, releasing down, chin or forehead. Taking 3 more complete breaths just like this, rolling into your cobra pose. Taking your time. Full inhale to reach the top, full exhale to reach the bottom. Final breath here. Inhale, rolling up for that cobra. Exhale, releasing down. On your next inhale, press into your palms. Draw your elbows underneath your shoulders. Palms press into the mat, forearms press into the mat for Sphinx pose. So you're keeping those elbows down, forearms are down, palms are down, thumbs are pointing in. And again, that same kind of sensation of dragging your palms and your forearms towards you so that you're pulling your chest forward towards the top of the mat. But if you're feeling any pinching or dumping into your low back, back off a little bit, or squeeze into those glutes, draw your belly in. Or if it still doesn't feel like it's going away, you can take that blanket or towel folded up, place it right underneath your hips. The edge of the blanket's right underneath my hips. Elbows back underneath your shoulders, just helps lift everything up to kind of meet. So nothing should pinch in that low back. Just finding ourselves here in a nice Sphinx posture, gently pulling, dragging the mat towards our hips and lifting our chest up to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Gaze is in front of us. Take a nice big inhale. Feel the crown of your head lift up towards the ceiling. With exhale, release your right ear towards your right shoulder. Getting a little stretch in the left side neck. Continuing to breathe as it rests there. With every inhale, feel an expansion in the body. And with every exhale, releasing a muscle that doesn't need to be tight. One more inhale with your right ear towards your right shoulder. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Slowly roll it around, bringing your left ear towards your left shoulder now. Stretch in the right side of the neck. Breathing into that space between your right ear and your right shoulder, making it nice and big. Drawing your left ear towards your left shoulder. One more big breath here. And as you exhale, slowly drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, bring your gaze back up. Gaze right in front of you. Good. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And so just like our cobra, you're going to exhale to your chest, and then you're going to inhale, bring your gaze back up in front of you. So like think off that, just straight into the horizon. With every exhale, think about tucking your chin just a little bit more, bringing your gaze kind of to your belly. Depending on your neck mobility, stop when the sensation becomes too much. If you're looking for a little bit more, you're going to draw that gaze even more under you, and you're going to feel like the top of your belly lift off of your mat a little bit. Gaze is going to go towards your hips, towards your navel. And then inhale, release back down. Chin lifts up. So progress again. Only going as deep as it feels good. Once that chin reaches your chest, bringing that lift into the upper belly, into the ribs. 2 more rounds just like this. Final exhales. Inhale, lift that chin back up. Draw your palms underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up into tabletop position. Palms underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Fingers are going to be wide on the mat. As you exhale, you're going to press through your shoulders, dome your back, bring your gaze to your thighs. Release the crown of your head to the mat. Stretch all over your back as it arches up towards the ceiling. On your inhale, drop your chest, drop your belly, lift your gaze up for cow. Tailbone lifts, gaze lifts, good. Exhale. Press the mat away, press through your shoulders, dome that back, gaze to your thighs. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine, gaze between your hands. Step your hands a few inches out in front of your shoulders. And with an inhale, walk your hands off to the right side of your mat. As you exhale, send your hips back toward heels, pressing your left hip towards your left heel. Feeling a little side body stretch. Forehead can come rest on the mat. To intensify the stretch, feel free to take your left hand, place it on top of your right. Interlace those fingers. A moment here to breathe into the space of that side body. Backing off if it feels like too much.
I did not realize that muscle was so tight.
One last inhale here in this nice side stretch. With the exhale, press those hips towards your heels just a half of an inch more. On your inhale, roll shoulders back over palms and wrists. Walk your hands through center. Take a nice big inhale. Hands walk off left side of the mat. Exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. Right hip to right heel. Forehead melts into the mat below you. Again, option to walk your right hand this time on top of your left. Final breath here. Take an inhale, filling up your belly. Exhale, release those hips towards your heels, just a half of an inch more. Inhale, bring your shoulders back over your wrists. Walk your hands to the center of the mat. Take a breath here in neutral spine tabletop. Place your left palm underneath your nose. Inhale your right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Giving your wrists a little roll out. Bending your elbow, opening up that right shoulder a little bit. Take another inhale, reach that right arm back up. Exhale, draw your right arm under your left arm for a thread the needle. Let your right shoulder and the right side of your head lightly come to rest on the mat. Left palm presses into the mat in front of you. Option here to breathe into this exact shape. Option to step your foot out. Kicking your left foot, stepping it out, toes pointing up towards the top of the mat. Just another little option to press into that side body. Making sure not to place a lot of weight in the neck or the side of the head. Really gently stacking and pressing that left shoulder over the right. Continuing those breaths nice and even into the nose, out through the nose. Another big inhale here, fill up. Stay for your exhale. With your next inhale, press into your left palm, sweep your right fingertips back up towards the ceiling, reaching up. As you exhale, place your right palm next to your left tabletop. This time, right palm underneath your nose. Inhale your left fingertips up high, reaching, rolling that wrist out. A bend into the elbow to stretch that left shoulder. Inhale, reach those left fingertips up. Exhale, draw your left arm underneath your right. Let your left shoulder and left side of the face and cheek melt into the mat gently. Right palm in front of your face, presses in, stacking your right shoulder over your left. Option to walk that right foot out, toes pointing up towards the front mat. Introducing a new little stretch. Breathing in, allowing yourself to find stillness. Breathing into this twist, breathing into space. Fighting the urge to move around, to fidget. Finding safety in your stillness here. One more big inhale, fill up your belly. Exhale, release your hips towards your heels. On your next inhale, press into your right palm, lift up your left hand, reaching up. Exhale, send your hands back to tabletop, neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Walk your palms a few inches out in front of you. Now inhale, lift up your knees and start walking your hands back towards your feet, pressing yourself into a ragdoll forward fold. So huge, huge, huge bend in my knees. My toes, we can heel toe your feet a little bit wider, maybe even as wide as your mat. Allowing the crown of your head to hang heavy so your gaze goes through your legs. Your hands can find your opposite elbow for ragdoll. Again, allow those knees to bend. Allow your belly to really make contact with your whole thigh. Crown hangs heavy, neck is long. Opposite hand grabs for opposite elbow. You can find a little stillness here. If you'd like, you can sway side to side. Maybe feel some sensation in the hips and the legs. The only landing we'll do for class, I promise. Option here to switch out your grip. Opposite hand goes for opposite elbow this time. Releasing that grip, bringing your tips underneath you. Take a look around for your strap or that little towel I had you bring out. Something that gives you a little bit of give. Sorry, I should have reminded you. Once you have it, come back to this rag doll. Taking your hands and your strap, you're going to bring them towards your sacrum and grab 2 hands on the strap. With an inhale, you're going to lift your chest, bring your chest parallel to the mat below you, lifting your grip. You can either have interlaced fingers if that feels better, or using that strap to give us a little bit of give is good too. So a little halfway lift. As you exhale, you're going to allow your fist to fall past your shoulders, giving yourself a nice little gentle stretch right here. Opening up those shoulders, allowing your to deepen. If this shoulder opener, shoulder expansion does not serve you, then let go of that strap. Allow your fingers to re-meet the mat. Wherever you are, take a nice big breath in and a big breath out. Release any grasp had with control. Allow your fingertips to return to the mat. Walking your palms back towards the top of your mat, release your knees, back down, finding your way back down to that mat. Option here, grab your blanket, bring it out, maybe so that it at least gives you an inch off of the mat here. Coming onto your hands and knees, start walking your hands towards the top of your mat for puppy pose. So once you get your hands out in front of you, allow your chest and your chin to come meet the mat. If that's too much, you can release your forehead to the mat. We're just going to have our hips lifted. Our knees are pretty much right underneath our hips, allowing that chest to fall through. Your chin can meet the mat, or if that's too much, your forehead can meet the mat too. If this feels like too much on those hips, you can widen your knees a little bit too, making some space. If this feels horrible and you hate it, get out of it and take a child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees as wide as feels comfortable, forehead to mat. So child's pose or puppy pose for just a couple moments. On your next inhale, wherever you are, drag your chest forward. Make your way back down, belly. You can bring that blanket with you. Keep it close by. Fold it up a little bit. Stack your palms. one on top of each other, bringing your forehead to rest on your stacked palms for crocodile pose or face down shavasana. Allow your heels to fall and relax to the outside of the mat. Taking some nice deep breaths here. On your next inhale, draw your right knee up in line with your right hip. If this feels intense enough, you can stay right here. Your forehead can keep resting right on your stacked palms, or you can bring to rest the left side of your head as your right works its way up towards your right shoulder. Just a little hip opener. If you want, you can also place your blanket underneath that lifted right knee. Short space between your right knee and your right elbow. Finding some relief and release here. Taking a quick opportunity here to scan your body. Feeling how you're feeling now that you've moved a little bit through class. Allowing yourself space to let go of any attachment that you had coming into practice. Allow yourself just to be exactly how you are. Allow yourself to fully feel relaxed. Continuing those nice inhales, filling up your belly. And those nice controlled exhales. Take one more big inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly draw your right leg back down next to your left leg. Finding balance again. Taking a survey of how your right hip feels compared to your left. On your next inhale, draw your left knee up in line with your left hip. If that feels like enough, stay right there. If not, draw it up a little bit closer towards your left elbow. Forehead can stay on your stacked palms, or you can allow the right temple to come and rest on your stacked palms. I always hold a lot of tension in my glutes in this pose. If you can feel yourself squeezing your buns or squeezing your legs, take a big inhale, fill up. And as you exhale, let go any clenching, any holding, any trying to support yourself. And just allow gravity to weigh you down. Knowing that sides aren't even and that no body is anatomically made exactly the same way as the skeleton that you saw in anatomy class in high school. And so if one side doesn't feel as good as the other side, that is okay. Take the time to readjust and to make the modifications that need so you can feel completely comfortable. Take one big inhale here, fill up, feel that belly fill up big. Big open mouth exhale. Allow that left leg to go and rejoin next to the right leg. Long down your mat. Take a nice big inhale here. And an exhale. When you're ready, simply just roll yourself onto your side, making sure you keep your stack of pillows close. Keep your props close. So just bring everything up to meet you, rolling onto your back. Bend your knees, bring your heels towards your glutes. Inhale, lift your hips up off of your mat, making a nice gentle glute bridge. Fingertips walk towards your heels. And as you exhale, slowly articulate each bone down your spine, back onto your mat, all the way down to your tailbone. Take a breath here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, roll up, lifting those hips up to the ceiling. This time, taking your hands, bending at your elbows, bringing them to your low back, and using them to support you in a little supported glute bridge. If you have blocks close by that you would rather use, feel free to do so. This just allows you to not squeeze your glutes so hard. Take a couple breaths here in the supported glute bridge. No weight in that head or neck, all in your shoulders, all in your forearms. Releasing those hands underneath you, squeezing and lifting your hips up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly articulate each bone down your spine, back onto the mat. Good. Bring both knees into your chest, lift your chest up to give yourself a big hug. And as you exhale, keep your right knee into your chest and let your left foot reach the mat again. So your left knee is bent, left sole of the foot's on the mat, right knee is into your chest. Give it a squeeze. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring your right ankle over your left thigh. Your right knee is now bent. Bring your right hand into the eye of the needle that you just made, and you're gonna, oh my gosh, clasp your hands behind the back of your left thigh. I like to extend my left leg up. Take a big breath. Exhale, release my left heel towards my left glute, pulling your left thigh in towards you for a half pigeon. Allowing yourself to find a nice pull towards your chest. Shoulders rest on the mat. Taking a moment here to let go. Maybe reclosing your eyes. Taking a moment to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Finding a little moment for some self-love and some compassion for yourself and your practice. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, let something go. Inhale, prepare. And as you exhale, let your legs fall off to the left side of the mat, still in that half pigeon pose. Your right foot, sole of the foot is going to come to the mat, and the side of your left leg will come to rest on the outside of your mat. Perfect. So yeah, just taking that half pigeon and allowing it to fall off the side of the mat. Good. You can hold on to that left ankle, or maybe even reach through and hold on to that left thigh, or that right ankle, left thigh. Shoulders are still square on the mat. Breathing into that twist. Inhale into your belly. If you're clenching your teeth together, release your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of the mouth. Take a big inhale here. Big open mouth exhale. On your next inhale, draw your legs back to center. Release, bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And as you exhale, keep your left knee in. Release your right foot to the mat. Right knee's bent. Inhale, lift, straighten your left leg up, flexing your left heel to the ceiling. As you exhale, bend your left knee across your left ankle over your right thigh. Inhale, reach through to the back of your right thigh. Interlace your fingers. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, release into your half pigeon. Let your right heel fall towards your right glute. Take a breath here. Keep that tandem of your breath rolling, allowing the side to be different than the side you were just on. Taking an inhale here to prepare. And as you exhale, let your legs fall off to the right side of the mat. The left foot finds the mat. The right side of the leg finds the mat. Allowing for a nice gentle twist. Shoulders stay connected. Allowing yourself to take up space. Allowing yourself just to be here for a moment. A nice big inhale deep into your belly. Big open mouth exhale. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Give yourself a big squeeze. Relax your shoulders back. Reach to the inside arches of your feet for blissful baby. So reaching either to the inside of arches of your feet, or you can grab to the outside arches, whatever feels better on your shoulders. You're going to pull down into your feet while you push up into your hands. Option to rock side to side. Option to extend one leg. Maybe extend the other. Maybe you're just finding stillness here. Making sure your whole low back is cemented down there on the mat, nice and long. Taking a couple breaths in stillness or movement, wherever you decide to be. Be there. One more big inhale. And exhale. Release your happy baby. Roll over to your side, push yourself up, collect your pile of pillows. Place them going the long way, so the short end is up towards the top of your mat, and then it's going the long way down your mat. You're going to bring your seat right to the edge of your pillows. We're going to bring the soles of our feet to connect. We're going to be moving into our final Shavasana. So if you want a sweatshirt close by or something to cover your eyes, please grab it. Anything you need, just have it close. The soles of your feet come to press into one another. The pillows are right at your buns, right at your low back. Take a nice inhale, lift up your chest. And as you exhale, scoop your tailbone down and roll down your sacrum and roll your back onto your pile of pillows. And then allow your head to come to rest and allow your knees to fall open. If you have some more pillows or some more blankets or blocks, you can place under your legs to keep them lifted, or you can move the soles of your feet further away from your body to alleviate any pressure on your low back. So connecting the soles of your feet, connect a circuit in your body. You can allow your arms to fall down, palms facing up alongside your body. Allow your breath to release any rhythm, any restrictions that you placed on it. Allow your inhales to be gentle and easy and natural, and your exhales to be gentle, easy and releasing. Taking a full body scan, starting at the soles of your feet, working your ways up to your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, visualizing your thighs all the way up into your hips. Taking a deep breath in here, filling up your belly. And as you exhale, find something to release from your hips down to your toes. If the soles of your feet are if the bound angle or your soles of your feet pressing into one another are no longer serving you, allow your legs to go long down your mat, taking up more space. Bring your visualization back into your hips, into your low back, into your belly, and into your spine as it presses into the mat below you. Bring your visualization into your chest and into your shoulders. Take a deep breath in here. Open mouth exhale, release something in your belly, your chest, or your hips. Bring your awareness back to your shoulders and into your chest. Bring your awareness into your throat, into your neck. Bring your awareness up into your jaw. Release your teeth if they're clenching together. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Allow your throat to relax. Bring your awareness now to your cheekbones, into your nose, into your ears, into your eyeballs. Bring your awareness into your forehead, your eyebrows. And now bring your awareness to the very tip top of your head. Take a big breath in through your nose, filling up your belly, filling up every inch of your body. Big open mouth exhale, let it all go. Take another inhale through your nose, feel the oxygen brush over the top lip. Big open mouth exhale, let everything go here. Let it all go on the mat. I invite you to stay in this final Shavasana for as long as feels comfortable. Any adjustments to be made to make it even more comfortable, please do so. Stay here as long as you need to. If you're ready to move off your mat and move into the rest of your evening, start wiggling your toes and wiggling your fingers. And let those movements get a little bigger, reaching your arms up overhead, reaching through your legs, taking a nice long body stretch as if you've just woken up for the day. Big inhale, finding space in your rib cage. Big exhale. As your next movement, slowly and mindfully roll off the pile of pillows to your favorite side, finding a little fetal position, bringing your bicep underneath your ear, your knees into your chest, finding this little halfway mark. This little fetal position marks the end of your physical practice and marks you moving into whatever the rest of your day holds. This can be your final resting spot too, if it feels right. If you're ready, gently and mindfully press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Your eyes can remain closed or your gaze can remain heavy, or you can remain exactly where you are on the ground in Shavasana or fetal position. If you've joined me seated on your mat, take a nice big inhale. Lift your arms up overhead, reaching up. Connecting your palms, exhale, draw your hands towards heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Take a nice big inhale. Feel your chest lift and press into your thumbs. As we exhale, bowing forward, we recognize the effort and the practice here tonight. Thank you so much, yogis, for joining me. Namaste. If you guys have any questions, always feel free to ask me. Again, I am Emily. This was for my Vinyasa Practice 300 final project. So thank you for supporting me in this. And I hope to see you guys again soon.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye, babes. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.